Hi everyone, my name is Vishal. Welcome to today's video. In this video, we will conduct a detailed case study analysis of Mamaearth and understand some of the genius as well as questionable strategies that the company deployed in order to become one of the leading direct-to-consumer brands in India today. Media coverage is full of talks about the company's phenomenal growth, its funding, the speed with which it has grown to almost 1,000 crores in revenue, and of course, its upcoming IPO. But what is the true story behind Mamaearth's growth? What strategies did the founders deploy to achieve this success? Was it heavy advertising? Building a mafia with top influencers? Investments in data and technology? A unique business model? Or something else that led to this growth? What are the lessons in business, management, strategy, and finance that we can draw from this case study? Let's look at all of this and more. Now, we will analyze Mamaearth's business across three stages. First, we will look at their 0 to 1 stage. Now, 0 to 1 is a very common startup term which essentially explains that stage where the founder has a basic business idea, identifies their target audience, and builds an initial prototype of this product from scratch to get initial sales traction. Next, we will look at their growth stage, or what is usually called the 1 to 10 stage. This is that stage where the company has a tested product which clicks with their user base. This is also called product market fit. The company has also grown the base of its users to some extent and achieved good revenue scale. Finally, we will look at Mamaearth's hyper-scaling 10 to 100 stage. Here, a company is aiming to expand significantly, for example, by adding multiple product lines or expanding nationally or internationally. The main focus is to press the sales pedal aggressively and increase market share and grow its revenues. Let's look at Mamaearth's 0 to 1 stage in detail. Now, we will do this by looking at how they identified an unserved need in the market. Now, actually, their business idea was quite simple. Back in 2016, both Varun and Ghazal Alagh, the founders, actually were dissatisfied consumers of the Indian baby care market. So essentially, for their newborn, they really relied upon international products which they were importing through their friends and family, and this was turning out to be an expensive and time-consuming proposition. Now, Varun was actually working in FMCG companies at that time and had the experience of selling consumer brands, identified this unserved need and very quickly introduced what products formulated for the baby care market with quality ingredients. Now, this is also an example of first mover advantage, where essentially a founder identifies a trend in the market and moves quickly to introduce products and services before competition has a chance to enter the market and crowd the space out. Next, let's look at Mamaearth's target audience. Now, Mamaearth started by focusing on young mothers who would naturally be open to the idea of incorporating products which were marketed as safe and toxin-free for their children. Now, as business and management students, we should always remember to differentiate between a customer and a consumer. Now, a customer is actually someone who buys your products, whereas a consumer is someone who uses your products. In this case, the customer were mothers, while the consumer were babies or young kids, on whom the customer, that is the mothers, would love to spend money, especially when it came to their health as well as well-being. Now, let's look at how Mamaearth positioned themselves in the market. Now, this positioning is very important, not just so that a company is able to sell more to its consumers, but also for its investors, so that it's able to raise more funds to expand the business quickly, and also for the talent market, so that it's able to hire the best talent out there. Now, in my opinion, Mamaearth used a very clever strategy to position themselves. Now, they actually marketed their products as safe and toxin-free, which is a classical example of using fear marketing. Now, what is fear marketing? It simply means using intelligent messaging to portray that your products are safe, while the products of your competition are unsafe, and using this to your advantage. Mamaearth did two things very successfully. First, it leveraged the love and affinity of the Indian consumer towards traditional systems like yoga and Ayurveda. I mean, look at a brand like Patanjali and how fast it's grown. In our country, if anything is marketed as natural or Ayurvedic, well, chances are that it will sell like hotcakes. Second, Mamaearth created a sense of unease and psychological fear in the minds of its consumers about other baby care products in the market. Essentially, all of Mamaearth's marketing campaigns were just saying one thing: we are making toxin-free products, implying that all the other products in the market are created using toxic chemicals. Were these products actually unsafe? Well, I'm going to give you my personal opinion on this matter. See, let's look at two ingredients which a company like Mamaearth would shoot down routinely: parabens and silicones. See, parabens are actually preservatives which are used to extend the shelf life of a skincare or a baby care product, whereas silicone are products which are used to improve the texture and the feel of a product on the skin. Now, there is a big debate out there where many people say that these ingredients are unsafe, and there are also many other people who say that these ingredients are actually safe and actually more effective. Here's a research paper published in the International Journal of Cosmetic Science, which concludes that silicones are safe and in fact increase the effectiveness of skincare products. And here is a popular skin cream, soframycin, that I think most of us would have used at some point of time in our lives. A medical cream used on open blood wounds, and it includes parabens as preservatives. Now, if doctors can trust parabens on open blood wounds, I'm sure parabens can be safely applied even on the skin. Let's remember the key takeaway here. Regardless of which ingredients are good or bad, this is a great example of a clever company using confusion to its advantage and building great traction for its products by using fear marketing and Indians' love for traditional Ayurvedic products. Now let's look at Mamaearth's funding strategy. Now, funding is a critical area for any company. It's even more important for a company like Mamaearth. Why? Because Mamaearth was a first mover in this particular area, and whenever a company is a first mover, it has to invest significant resources, typically in advertising and marketing, in order to change consumer habits and shopping preferences. Now, in the 2016 to 2018 timeframe, Mamaearth raised funding from two key investors. First, Mamaearth raised 6.5 crore rupees from Fireside Ventures. Now, Fireside is a venture capital firm which has also invested in other new age brands that you may have heard of, like Boat, Yoga Bars, Slay Coffee, etc. Now, here's an important point. There is a benefit to choosing the right venture capital to partner with beyond just raising money. What is that? Well, a venture capitalist brings in not just the money, but also a lot of real life experience in building and scaling similar large businesses which founders can benefit from. For example, fine-tuning their business strategy, operations, bagging the first 10,000 customers, hiring the right talent, and so on. And secondly, they got 1.5 crores from Shilpa Shetty. Now, this was a genius move by Mamaearth in my personal opinion. Why? Because by getting this money, not only were they getting capital, but also were they getting a great brand ambassador for their products for free. And this brand ambassador was a great fit. Here you had a Bollywood actress who is also a mother, who is also deeply into the natural lifestyle like yoga and fitness, and is also a great beauty icon of our country. Now let's move on to analyzing Mamaearth's initial business model. See, the first thing that they did was opting for contract manufacturing rather than manufacturing in-house. Now see, this has significant advantages. It saved Mamaearth a ton of money, which they otherwise would have had to invest in land, building, machinery, licenses, and just a lot of capex. Rather than spending all of this money, they simply tied up with a lot of contract manufacturers, and as a result, they were able to free up their bandwidth and strategically focus heavily on their strengths, which was branding and marketing. The second thing that they did was that they chose to be a marketplace brand. Now see, new age digital brands in India are those who basically sell their products online. Now this selling can actually happen in two places. One, this selling can happen on marketplaces like Amazon, Nykaa, Flipkart, etc. Or second, it can happen on the direct to consumer route, which is where a company opens its own websites and apps. Now, why was it that Varun Alagh decided to start selling through marketplaces? Actually, marketplaces allow you several advantages. Number one, quick setup. See, selling on marketplaces is plug and play. A brand can set up their account and start selling in a matter of a few days. There is no need to spend time in building a website, an app, renting a warehouse, etc. Number two, it's capex efficient. There is no requirement to invest large amounts of money upfront in four key areas. Technology, for example, creating an online storefront, integrating payment options, creating an app. Marketing, attracting online visitors and traffic to your storefront. Warehousing, storing goods which are to be sold to your customers. And delivery and logistics, delivering goods to customers, managing product returns, cash on delivery, etc. Both of these strategic choices, contract manufacturing and choosing the marketplace route, actually saved up a lot of upfront investment for Mamaearth and also allowed them to be quick and agile in their decision making. As a result, they were able to grow quickly and then move on to the next stage of their evolution. Let's now summarize our learnings from the 0 to 1 stage. Number 1, identify an unserved need in the market, a pain point that bothers customers and which they are willing to pay for. Number 2, clearly define your target audience, also called the target addressable market. This audience will be the main buyers of your product or service. Number 3, define your market and brand positioning. This is how the customer should view your brand. Your entire marketing strategy depends upon this. Number 4, funding. If you want to build a big business, you need capital for expansion as well as marketing. Choose your investors wisely who can offer you not just money, but also advice, marketing, branding, and strategic capabilities. Number 5, business model. Choose the right business model. For example, Mamaearth chose a business model which was light on capital and quick on execution. Your business model may be something else. Now that Mamaearth had a well-established basic product that was working for it, in our case study, let's now move on to understand what was it that Mamaearth did in the 1 to 10 stage of their business. Let's look at Mamaearth's funding strategy in the 1 to 10 stage. See, in September 2018, Mamaearth raised 28 crores in Series A funding from a bunch of venture capitalist investors. And this new war chest that the company had just built up allowed it to focus very heavily on 3 areas: product, business model, and marketing. Now, how did Mamaearth evolve their product portfolio in the 1 to 10 stage? See, in another example of great foresight, Varun quickly pivoted the key focus area of Mamaearth. He realized that the future potential of the company lied not in baby care, but in BPC, which is beauty and personal care, which was a market which was much larger than baby care and also was growing very, very fast. I mean, simply look at a company like First Cry and compare it to a behemoth like Nykaa, and you will get to know the difference. Now you must be wondering how Mamaearth was able to foresee the future. Well, the answer is business foresight supported by data. Now, in Mamaearth's case, their business foresight was supported by a very classical business strategy, which is called cross-selling. Do you remember who the main customer of Mamaearth was in the 0 to 1 stage? Young mothers. Mamaearth realized that they could now sell new products to these customers, that is, other than simply baby care products, and convert these customers into consumers. So this is how they expanded their target addressable market even further, that is beyond young mothers. Now their target market included all females in the 18 to 45 years of age group, and their product portfolio expanded from just baby care to beauty and personal care. Let's look at how Mamaearth changed their business and distribution model. Remember in the last stage that the business model that Mamaearth had chosen for itself was the marketplace route, that is selling its products on marketplaces like Amazon and Nykaa. Now with their 28 crore Series A funding in place and a lot of revenue being generated by the company, Varun decided to shift focus and started to go the direct-to-consumer route. That is by focusing very heavily on their own websites and apps. Now the question is, why would a brand do this? I mean, why go the D2C route at all? Why not continue focusing on a large platform like Amazon and continue growing? Let's do a quick analysis to find out. Let us say that there is a new brand launched on Amazon called Nuco, and they have only one product to sell, a bottle of moisturizer. And let's say they price it at rupees 200. Now in the first year, let us assume that they sell 50,000 units of this moisturizer to make a total revenue of rupees 1 crore. Nuco's main costs will be as follows. Number 1, cost of goods sold, that is cost of buying products from contract manufacturers. 15 to 20% is a good ballpark figure here. Number 2, cost of advertising and brand building. For the first year of a bootstrapped small company without funding, rupees 15 lakhs annually is a good starting point. Number 3, let's look at their employee cost. Now let's say they have only 3 employees to manage 3 separate areas of their business. 1 for managing their marketplace operations, 1 for managing their social media content and community, and 1 for managing customer support. Let's take a salary of 15 lakhs for the first year for all 3 employees, which works out to roughly about 42,000 rupees per month per employee. Number 4, their biggest cost for the business will be platform fee. That is the amount that Amazon will charge Nuco for each product sold on its platform. This number varies by category and also the size of the company, but for the sake of simplicity and for a new and small merchant, 35% is actually quite realistic. So at rupees 1 crore of top line or revenue, this amount of platform fee will be 35 lakhs for a full stack of services offered by Amazon around marketing, warehousing and shipping to Nuco. Number 5, we take rupees 10 lakhs as annual number for general and administrative expenses, including office rental. Therefore, finally, Nuco, following a pure marketplace model, can earn rupees 5 lakhs in PBT or profit before tax, therefore a margin of 5%. Let's see how this P&L changes if a brand instead starts its own D2C platform. At rupees 1 crore revenue, Nuco will end up spending the same amount, that is around rupees 20 lakhs for cost of materials. There will be no platform fee. This is very important because the brand will be spending on marketing, warehousing and logistics from its pockets. We've also assumed the same marketing cost to keep the comparison simple, that is rupees 15 lakhs. However, there's an important point to be added later. The number of employees also increased to tackle more areas of operation for Nuco. The business hires 2 more people, one to manage rented warehousing and another to manage the delivery through third-party logistic companies like Delivery. This cost goes up to about rupees 25 lakhs annually. We have computed the approximate cost of running warehousing and logistics at rupees 15 lakhs on a base of rupees 1 crore of revenue based on discussions with industry executives. Finally, we assume the same general and administrative expenses, and therefore now Nuco under the new business model is able to earn a profit before tax of rupees 15 lakhs or a profit margin of 15%. As you've just seen, the D2C model offers better margins. However, a very important point is that it is not easy to execute the D2C model. Why? Because it requires significant investments, which by the way are not captured in the P&L statement. For instance, the cost of building and maintaining websites and apps, and also investing massive amounts of money in marketing and advertising, because without this money, nobody's going to visit your little known website and there would be no online traffic. However, the idea of this comparative analysis was to show you that the first reason why Varun Alagh started focusing on the D2C model was in hopes of better margins. Another significant advantage of the D2C model is something that every brand today wants to capture, and that is consumer data. Whenever any consumer transacts on a Mamaearth website or app, there are broadly 4 kinds of data that Mamaearth typically collects about them, and that offers them a massive competitive and strategic advantage. Let's deep dive and analyze the intricacies of these 4 kinds of data that Mamaearth collects. Number 1, likes and dislikes. Mamaearth can create a picture of a consumer's likes and dislikes using their browsing patterns and shopping habits. The company can then recommend products that a consumer is likely to buy. For example, a consumer buying a vitamin C serum may be shown a sunscreen, since both are complementary products and go well together. In marketing and business parlance, this basic business strategy is called cross-selling and upselling. Therefore, Mamaearth is able to do 2 things. Number 1, educate the consumer about product usage. For example, to new users like teenagers. It is also able to increase the share of customers' wallet by selling them more products. Number 2, purchase history. Mamaearth can analyze how frequently a consumer is purchasing products. Say a customer who purchases a 100 ml bottle of moisturizer every month. Now, the company's customer relationship management or CRM team can then keep track of this data and send regular reminders to customers when their next purchase is due. This reduces the chance of the customer forgetting to make the purchase and buying from a competitor instead. In business parlance, this simple strategy is called optimizing the customer lifetime value or CLV, meaning increasing the total money that a customer spends on your products during the lifetime of their relationship with you. Number 3, personal and demographic information. The company's data science team collects details such as a customer's gender, age, location, income bracket, average order value, and browsing history. Then, using complex statistical and machine learning models, they can predict which set of customers are likely to purchase premium products and which set of customers need heavy discounts. For instance, a 32-year-old female using a credit card with a delivery address in South Bombay is likely to buy premium products, while a 16-year-old teenager using cash on delivery and living in a student hostel and who in the past has added products to her cart but never completed her purchase is likely to need discounts to make her purchase. Both these customers will be added to separate categories by Mamaearth and then shown different products and deals on the Mamaearth app while both of them are differently browsing the company's websites. This kind of business strategy is called customer segmentation analysis. Number 4, reviews and feedback. Mamaearth's data science team can conduct something known as sentiment analysis by analyzing what customers are saying about its products in reviews, ratings, and feedback online. They can then predict if a customer is at the risk of churning out, that is, stopping the use of their products. For example, an unhappy customer who has complained on their platforms multiple times and is on the verge of leaving can be identified by their marketing team, and they can get in touch with them to look into their pain points. They could then offer the customer, for example, a 50% discount on their next purchase as a show of good faith. Such a strategy is called churn reduction or churn management. This data on customers' reviews, ratings, and complaints and suggestions is also very helpful in new product development. The company can identify trends in the market. For example, back in the year 2020, suddenly the skincare market in India was taken up by actives and serums, which are skincare products developed scientifically for specific skin conditions. Everyone was talking about it on social media, and using this data, Mamaearth was able to quickly develop products like this and get ahead of competition. Actually, this is how the brand The Dermaco was born. So this is why somewhere in the year 2020, Varun Alagh pivoted to the direct-to-consumer model in search of better margins and for controlling his customers' data. Let us also look at Mamaearth's hidden weapon, which is influencer marketing. This was by far the most game-changing move by Mamaearth. In an uncommon display of business insight back in 2017-18, Varun realized the hidden value of influencer marketing much before most brands, and much before influencer marketing actually became a trend that it is today. He noticed that Gen Z and millennial Indians were actually spending much more time on their smartphones, more than watching TV or reading newspapers. He also noticed that millennials were depending upon their own research, like reading reviews, watching blogs, influencer videos, to make up their minds regarding a purchase, rather than depending upon celebrity endorsements and advertisements. In reality, Mamaearth started adopting influencer marketing out of necessity or a real need. What was this real need? They were really a small company before they got all this funding, and therefore they could not afford expensive brand ambassadors. So they roped in these small-time influencers and actually got them into a bunch of barter collaboration deals. A barter collaboration is a deal where a company gives its products to an influencer free of cost. For example, a basket of skincare products, which would otherwise cost an influencer a few thousand rupees to buy themselves. Now the influencer would then talk about the brand and its products positively to their audience. This is a deal where no money is exchanged, but only goods are provided for an influencer's services, and therefore it is a cash efficient way to market products. However, now their Series A funding was in place. They had more than 28 crores in their bank. They were able to hire a large and a massive army of influencers who are now peddling Mamaearth's products everywhere, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Reddit, on Facebook. However, there was also a hidden marketing strategy that Mamaearth adopted to get massive success. This is a slightly controversial topic, and please understand that this is purely my opinion and conjecture. Now, to do this, we will go to Mamaearth's Instagram page and start scrolling through their posts. We'll look at this user Alia_Ali 8809 and we'll start noticing a trend. Let's now take a look at their Instagram post from 25th of January 2023, a post marketing their Honey Malai body lotion. Now let's take a look at their comments. You will find a comment by user Alia_Ali 8809. She says, and I quote, "Mamaearth products are always best. This Honey Malai lotion is absolutely amazing. It deeply nourishes the skin. The texture of this is so creamy and smooth. Love this. Triple exclamation mark, heart emoji, respect emoji." Well, nothing wrong with this comment. Just seems innocent enough and just a happy consumer. Okay, let's move on. A post on 23rd January on the Mamaearth Instagram page on tinted lip balms. The same user gushes in the comment section again. Absolutely love the shade. Great finish and so soothing to the lips. Also gives a floral scent. Keeps me happy all the time. Love when it's on my lips. Maybe this lady really is a satisfied consumer. Let's look at 22nd Jan on the post about rice face wash. Miss Alia _ Ali 8809 comments. This is an amazing product. It cleanses the skin, gently removing all the dirt. My skin feels hydrated and my face feels soft after every wash. It has the goodness of rice water, which I absolutely love about this face wash. Looks like Miss Alia is head over heels for the Mamaearth brand. 20th Jan, goodness of honey malai. We find Miss Alia again. It smells amazing. Feels good to the skin. I could feel the difference after applying. I absolutely love this cold cream. Triple exclamation mark, respect emoji, love struck eyes emoji. Hang on, is this for real? Something seems to be off here. This person doesn't seem to be operating like any normal consumer. Question is, are they for real? Or are they perhaps a paid for bot, that is a person who writes fake reviews for brands for a fee? Let's look at some more. Okay, now I was getting quite tired of reading daily reviews, so I'm gonna leave them on the screen for you to read if you so wish. There are posts almost daily from 18 Jan to 17 Jan, 16 Jan, 11th Jan, another one on 11th Jan, and this trend continues on and on. Actually, this does not stop here. For anyone paying the slightest bit of attention, you can find that the Mamaearth social media pages, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, is full of such questionable reviewers. Here is another such possibly bot account, Rashi.Paul.5, and you can find her comments on Mamaearth's posts on Instagram almost daily. 24th Jan, 22nd Jan, 22nd Jan, 20th Jan, 20th Jan, and so on and on. Now, in about an hour's research, I was able to find 7 to 8 more similar accounts. And to be honest, at least personally, I was convinced that this company seems to be following a very clever social media strategy of artificially pumping up its engagement so that any new or naive customer that happens to come on their social media platforms gets thoroughly impressed and ends up buying their products looking at all such reviews. Let's now summarize our learnings from the 1 to 10 stage. Number 1, raise more capital to fund expansion. Obviously, your business must be successfully generating a good amount of revenues at this stage. Number 2, expand your product portfolio. This can be done by quickly identifying new trends in the market and staying ahead of the competition. In reading the pulse of the consumer, like Mamaearth launching a range of active-based skincare products. Number 3, review your business model and see if it needs any change to ensure you capture any strategic advantages, like Mamaearth did by launching the D2C model alongside the marketplace model. Number 4, leverage the power of social media marketing. Now, you may be faced with an ethical choice of whether to deploy questionable tactics or not, like Mamaearth did. As long as you are not doing anything outrightly illegal, I believe this is really a brand's personal choice. So that was my analysis on Mamaearth. Now, they're surely a very interesting company. They've built a large business. They're great at branding and marketing. And you'll be hard-pressed to find someone today who hasn't heard of their name. And they've accomplished all of this in a very short span of just 5 to 6 years, which is remarkable. But are they truly a great company which is capable of generating significant profits and immense amount of wealth for their shareholders? Only time will tell if Mamaearth is truly great and whether their IPO is well received or not by the markets. But for now, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. This is Vishal Kumar Chadha signing off.